This is Behind the Mask, the Michael Jackson story, and this is part 2 of the MJ is Innocent series, a series where we cover the allegations made against Michael Jackson and try to disprove them. In 2002, Michael decided to take down the gates of his fantasy land when he opened up Neverland to journalist Martin Bashir and TV crew. The goal of the documentary was for Michael to open up to the public like he has never done before in an attempt to become more relatable and sympathetic. This was Michael's goal, but Bashir had other plans in mind. Agreeing to film Leaving Neverland with Bashir would become one of the biggest regrets of Michael's life. Bashir started the early months very respectful to Michael and his legacy while also getting some of Michael's deepest thoughts. If the documentary would have stayed on this path, I think it would have done what Michael set out to do. Instead, Bashir turned his project into a hit piece designed to further damage Michael's legacy in the eyes of the public, and unfortunately, his plan was successful. In the second half of the documentary, majority of the broadcast was focused on Michael's relationship with children. During this portion, we are introduced to members of the Arvizo family, including Gavin Arvizo and his mother. Gavin met Michael in 2000 when he was battling cancer. According to Gavin's sister, the family were told Gavin wouldn't survive the disease. After Michael heard about Gavin's situation, Michael decided to help the same way he has helped other sick children in the past. Because of Michael's help and doctor's treatment, Gavin was able to make a full recovery and is still cancer-free to this day. According to Gavin, after his battle with cancer, he was only invited back to Neverland a handful of times before he lost contact with Michael. During the filming of Living with Michael Jackson, Michael decided it would be a good idea to show his relationship with Gavin and explain how he helped save the boy's life. Gavin and his family flew to Neverland after being invited by Michael and happily participating in filming. While being questioned by Bashir, Michael and Gavin explained their friendship with each other while Gavin was grasping Michael's hand with a big smile. Bashir, who had a new angle to his documentary, began questioning Michael on his relationship with children, questioning if he and Gavin had ever shared a bed together. Both Gavin and Michael said while they have slept in Michael's bedroom together with Gavin's other siblings, Michael always slept in a sleeping bag on the floor, letting the children take the bed. While Michael said he never slept in the bed with Gavin, he was quick to acknowledge that he had slept in the bed with many children, saying, "What's wrong with sharing your bed? I think sharing your bed is the most beautiful thing you can do." Living with Michael Jackson was released February 3rd, 2003 by ABC. Michael also released his own version on Fox, filmed with his own cameras called Take Two, the footage you weren't supposed to see. In this version of the documentary, we hear completely different views from Bashir compared to the ABC broadcast. In the original airing, we hear Bashir painting Neverland as a dark place, saying Neverland is a dangerous place for children. In Michael's version, you can clearly see and hear Bashir saying he thinks Michael is a great father and how wonderful he thinks it is that Michael invites underprivileged children to Neverland. In 2009, after Michael's death, Bashir said, "When I made the documentary, there was a small part of that which contained controversy concerning his relationship with young people. But the truth is, he was never convicted of any crime. I never saw any wrongdoing myself. While his lifestyle was unorthodox, I don't think it was criminal." A little too late, Bashir. Luckily, what goes around comes around. In 2020, it was revealed that Bashir had used fake statements to secure his interview with Princess Diana, the same interview that convinced Michael to use Bashir for the documentary. Bashir later resigned from the BBC, citing health concerns. The disgraced journalist currently does not have a job. Choosing Martin Bashir turned out to be one of the biggest mistakes of Michael's life. This documentary single-handedly started the most tumultuous time of Michael's entire life. In part 3, we covered the Arvizo investigation in trial.